For my video essay, I'm going to be analyzing the Star Wars saga, the Star Wars Episode 7, Force Awakens, directed by J.J. Abrams, 2015. J.J. Abrams' universe, the Star Wars universe. We're going to be taking a look inside of J.J. Abrams' mind, directing the Star Wars saga with his own lens flare. Here I'm going to go ahead and talk about the lens flares that he is very popular and very known for. Apparently, he was on the Stephen Colbert Show and Jimmy Kimmel, and they had mentioned how the use of the lens flares was too much. And supposedly, while his wife Kelly begged J.J. Abrams to take the project of Episode 7, The Force Awakens, J.J. did not overdo it, and he seemed pleased. Taking a look into the lens flares, while J.J. Abrams is known for his distinct love of lens flares, here we have one of the opening scenes of Episode 7. Here we see an explosion, a stormtrooper in the air with the shooting TIE fighters. The green shot from the TIE fighter into the explosion is set for the perfect lens flare. Flying high, moving on to a more rapid scene. While still chaotic, we are set riding the tail of the Millennium Falcon and a TIE fighter that ultimately end in the Star Destroyer. Right here we see the visuals of the blue light and flare alongside the speed of the ship chase. It ends to be an exhilarating momentum on both of their ends, and it's off to the races. Here we're able to see a shot from the TIE fighter with the reflection of the backlights of the Millennium Falcon, making for another perfect flare. Bold and subtle flares. This has to be one of my favorite scenes. We see here that J.J. Abrams is very, very apparent at encapsulating Kylo Ren's lightsaber. We see the beaming and basically flaming hot red flare of the lightsaber alongside the stormtroopers that have a subtle light that is seen on their weapons. Here we see Kylo Ren being the main focus. He pops up and vertical, and we see that the stormtroopers on either left and right side of him. Moving on to speak a little bit about J.J. Abrams. When the film came out, he apparently apologized because he used way too many lens flares before in a remake and reboot of a Star Trek film, and it seemed as he felt the need to apologize because it seemed as with this film he was not able to create as many lens flares as he would have wanted, but they are hypnotic. So if you're still left wondering what exactly a lens flare would be, oops, sorry about that. To explain a little bit about what a lens flare is, it's an effect occurring when a bright light source shines on the lens, yet it is not in the ideal field of view. It ends up appearing like a haze that ends up washing out the image, and it may even reduce the contrast. Here, I was not able to snip the exact clip but we do see the red beam that ends up in a lens flare across Kylo Ren. In summation, while J.J. Abrams is obsessed with lens flares, and he is known for this specific style, this was not the only style that was used in contribution to this saga. I personally could not get enough.